What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online CFM game. We are now in week 4 of the 2019 NFL season in the Premier Madden League with the Miami Dolphins with a surprising 2-1 record and an unhappy wide receiver. Albert Wilson wants more touches. We tell Albert Wilson that Jakeem Grant is the focal point of this offense. You'll have to find some touches along the way. He seemed cool with it. Kenyon Drake is not happy about his role as well. And we tell Kenyon Drake, stop getting hurt. He has left injured in 2 of our first 3 games, so it's not surprising that Kenyon Drake has not gotten a lot of touches, along with the fact that he fumbled on the first play of our last game against the Dallas Cowboys. That set us back early in that game, and we tried to claw our way back in it, and we had the lead at one point. We're not able to come through with the victory as we have Jakeem Grant with a breakout star objective. I'm not exactly sure what that means if we can accomplish it, but I'm definitely going to try to accomplish it. Not only because it's a goal, it's because Jakeem Grant has been getting over 100 yards in every single game this season since we feed him the ball a lot with his 96 speed. So we'll see what Jakeem Grant can do. And today we are going against the Los Angeles Chargers. Both teams entered the game with a 2-1 record. As you saw, we were game planning against Melvin Gordon, one of the few superstars on this squad. Obviously, Phillip Rivers is the leader of this team. Wherever he goes, the Chargers go. On the defensive end, we have to worry about Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram, who's not a superstar, but is one of the premier pass rushers in the NFL, and Derwin James, who is healthy, ready to play as week 4 of the 2019 NFL season is now underway. The Dolphins receive the ball. The Dolphins go to Jakeem Grant on the first play of offense, and Grant with a major gain, 42 yards to be exact. This is what happens when Kenyon Drake doesn't fumble the opening kickoff, but oh my, just Sicky nearly fumbles as we leave Derwin James unblocked. 2nd down and 9, back to the bubble to Grant, and Grant's gonna get us some decent yardage. 3rd down and 3 at the 29-yard line. Here is Rosen looking to pass and going to Albert Wilson. We called up Albert Wilson's number. He said he wanted more touches. Unfortunately, he makes the spectacular catch and does not get both feet in bounds. We needed more of a fundamentally sound catch from him right there. It was tight coverage from the cornerback, I believe, Desmond King. At the end of the day, we get 3 points in the first 2 minutes, which is better than what we did last week. Last week, we were down 7 in 6 seconds, so to be up 2 minutes in by 3 points, I'll take it. So like I said, we're going against Phillip Rivers and the Chargers along with Keenan Allen. You got to know Keenan Allen is going to be the star receiver, especially on 3rd downs for the Chargers, as Melvin Gordon on this 3rd down. So 3rd down and 1. So Gordon's going to get the carry, and Gordon's going to get the 1st down. We have very surprisingly held up strongly in run defense so far this season. We did a great job on Ezekiel Elliott in the last game. We had him boxed up for pretty much the entire game. So we'll see if we could try to bring over whatever we're doing from what we've been doing the last 2 games to Melvin Gordon in this game. 3rd down and 1, and this time the Chargers are looking to pass. We come with the heavy blitz, and it does not get home at all. And when Keenan Allen has that much time one-on-one, especially against a safety, easy 1st down for Phillip Rivers as the underneath pass to Virgil Green with the stiff arm, and Virgil Green getting the Chargers going. Rivers easy 4 for 4 passing so far, rolling into the pressure and throwing the interception to Weapon X. Okay, I won't call him Weapon X anymore. That's Brian Dawkins. But that is Xavier Howard. We gotta get a nickname for Xavier Howard. I wanted to just call him X, but I feel like that's too simple, right? Maybe we'll work on something, right? Xavier Howard is the one superstar player on this team, and even though he's not exactly the leader of this defense, we do a lot with Minkah Fitzpatrick. Xavier Howard is, primarily a shutdown corner for this squad. We hope that he can shut down his side of the field or whomever he is guarding, and there he did it to perfection. So we had the 3-0 lead. We had the ball. We do not have a 1st down because that's going to be Desmond Harrison holding, and now we're backed up to a 2nd down and 10. Thankfully, we do get the 1st down to Albert Wilson. Albert Wilson getting his name called early on. Rosen a nice 6 for 7 start, rolling away from the pressure. Here comes Brown nearly hitting Rosen down. We do find Jakeem Grant. Oh, but Jakeem Grant is hurt. Jakeem Grant on the ground, and that is a major injury concern for this Miami Dolphins offense. Next play, going to Drake, who is open, but Rosen misses him, throwing on the run. That could have potentially been a touchdown. At least the 1st down. Instead, 3rd down and 4. We go to Gesicki. I believe I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I saw someone in the comment section put the correct pronunciation of his name, and I forgot it, so I apologize. We might be getting his name wrong for one more game. I also call our kicker Saunders. I believe it's just Jason Sanders, right? So he was kicking like mad field goals on week 2, so I apologize for that one as well. We're learning the Miami. I do not know a lot of Miami Dolphins, I'm going to be quite honest with you. It's hard to, know a lot of players on maybe the worst team in NFL history, but we go ahead for the field goal once again as we are up 6-0. It's a good lead, but at the same time, one of those field goals could have been a touchdown. Either way, we're doing our job right now. We're playing with the Miami Dolphins against the Los Angeles Chargers, and there goes Mike Williams, burning Howard for the touchdown. A beautiful double move from Williams. Absolutely burns the man I was hyping up to be our superstar. Shut down the entire side of the field cornerback. I did the same thing last week. I said I'm putting Kenny and Drake at the kick return spot because I don't want him to fumble the ball, and he fumbles the ball. I say Xavier Howard needs to be our shutdown corner, and he gives up a long touchdown. But that, to be fair, was a great play call by him because we had I called cover 4 quarters right there, and quarters can sometimes get burnt by double moves, and this looks like a fumble by Kenny and Drake. Okay, but thankfully for us, the booth is going to review this, and they realized that Kenny and Drake was down before the ball came out, so Drake survives that one, but still another concern for Kenny and Drake as Albert Wilson taking the spot of Jakeem Grant with the sweeps, getting a major gain. Thankfully for us, Albert Wilson is not a bad plan B if we do lose Jakeem Grant in a game like this. By the way, Jakeem Grant out for the rest of the game with that lower back injury, if you guys noticed. So that's a major loss for the offense. 2nd down and 5. Jasicki in the middle of the field. 1st down, red zone opportunity for the first time in the day for Rosen. And for the first time in the game, we're sacked. And probably not the last time in the game. That is Melvin Ingram. This is Devontae Parker on the sweep. And look at Parker. Tackled by Derwin James, but not until he gets to the 3-yard line. Next play, we're going RPO to Albert Wilson, and Wilson falls forward to the 1-yard line. Rosen looking for the last yard, but doesn't quite get it. Not the best QB sneak. 3rd down and goal. Looks like he's stuffed in the middle, so we're going to go with a power run to Balaj. And Balaj is swallowed up by multiple Chargers. And that will be the last time you see me run that play on 3rd down and goal or any situation on like the 1 or 2-yard line. I was like, maybe the Dolphins can hold the block for a second. Power runs are just not the move with this squad. First of all, we don't have many in our playbook. We're using the Cardinals playbook, and this thing is primarily shotgun and pistol formations. Well, it's pretty much fully those, but also we don't have the offensive line to be doing that. We don't have the offensive line to really be doing anything with this squad, so, I would say that we are overachieving with the Miami Dolphins this season. 2nd down and 20. I think Keenan Allen overachieved on that play. It looked like we had decent coverage, but Keenan Allen skying high for the 1st down. Next play, Rivers lofting it to Hunter Henry. And there is X making a play on the ball, but I wish he would have gotten the interception. Nonetheless, incompletion. 2nd down. Rivers with another high floater. And another should have been interception. This time, Rashad Jones, the man who made the play on the ball. 1-on-1 ball, though, so we will take the incompletion, especially against a tight end. Oh, but 3rd down and 10. This time, Rivers connects to Keenan Allen. I told you guys, Keenan Allen's going to be the third down receiver for Phillip Rivers. We have to continue to watch that throughout this game. 2nd down and 4, it's a screen pass to Melvin Gordon. Rivers with the shovel. Gordon with the 1st down before he's finally tackled by X. The clock ticking down to the 2-minute warning here in the 1st half. Rivers with time. Rivers with Allen. And that looks to be a 1st down. It's close, but it is the 1st down. That does stop the clock since he went out of bounds. Here is Gordon stretching away from Minka, but eventually brought down by a couple of Dolphins defenders. 2nd down and 7. Chargers chew the clock. They go to Eckler, his first carry of the game, and it's not a good one at all. He loses 4 yards. 3rd down and long. Rivers clean pocket going end zone. Allen touchdown. And that is what makes Keenan Allen a superstar receiver in the NFL and in Madden 20. Able to make that catch in traffic to where, when we tried to do that, Jasicki was not able to catch the ball. So that's just what Keenan Allen brings to the table, and that is what, we lack with this squad, quite frankly. As there goes Kenny and Drake juking inside. That's going to keep the clock moving as we do get a gain of 20 with under a minute to go in the 1st half. Rosen calling, hurry up. 5 wide attack for Rosen. Precious time ticking down as Rosen under pressure, and down he goes, losing the ball. Joey Bosa knocks it loose. We do fall on top of it on 2nd down and 20. We're just going to shoot a clock and take this thing to pretty much the end of the 1st half as we do call a timeout with the 3rd down and 16 upcoming just to see what we can do. We get Kenny and Drake on the screen pass, and Drake is going to get the 1st down and a lot of yards. So we get to the 44-yard line, and this is Borderline field goal range for Sanders. Madden said to kick it, so let's kick it. Let's see what happens from 61 yards out. And it's going to be just too far to the left. 8-mile-per-hour winds definitely affecting that kick, along with, the fact it was 61 yards out. It looked close on if it was an accurate kick, if it would have actually had the distance. We won't really know, though. We just have to start the second half on defense, going against Melvin Gordon. Of course, Melvin Gordon with that jukebox superstar ability is going to be so tough to bring down in the open field. Minkah Fitzpatrick with the interception, and the Dolphins are right back in this one. Minkah once again making a big play. Fitzpatrick has had an interception in every game so far this season, and the streak continues as Albert Wilson with the dump down from Rosen. Rosen has space to run, but Rosen is not that fast for us, so and I'm not going to take off too much with him. Here, Rosen actually has time. A rare occurrence for this squad. Allen Hurns is open, and Allen Hurns is going all the way to the 10-yard line. We badly need to get a touchdown instead of a field goal, and Albert Wilson on the bubble is in the end zone, and the Miami Dolphins have reclaimed the lead here in the hot sun of Miami. Southern Florida, oh, so just baking hot, and especially at this time of the year, these early games, it can be sweltering. So hopefully we can wear this Chargers team down. Hopefully wear Melvin Gordon down before he wears our defense down. Here is Gordon with his second carry in the row, and he is boxed up once again. The Dolphins defense is doing the job on the ground. We just have to stop Keenan Allen. He's going to Gordon, and Melvin Gordon's got the catch and the touchdown. 76 yards on 3rd down and 11. Rivers practically chucking up a prayer, and this time he's able to connect. That was Rashad Jones in coverage going for the swat, and we just swatted air down to the ground. I was just hoping we could make a play on the ball with Jones, and Jones, I guess, was just not in the right position to do so. Here's Albert Wilson with a juke move. Albert Wilson making something out of nothing, a gain of 13 yards. Rosen has been doing a good job of taking care of the football in this game, and we continue to devastate this Chargers team in the open field with just the trickeration offense, I like to call it. The sweeps, the RPOs. It's all we can really do with this squad, because if we sit back and wait to pass, we can't really get much open. 2nd down and 10, we have the time, but unfortunately didn't really see anything. We just chuck it to Albert Wilson. It's going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 10, 3-man rush. But that's all you need when Joey Bosa can shred a double team that easily. I believe that's going to put Joey Bosa in the zone and activate his X-Factor ability. Next time we're on offense, first things first, we worry about the defensive end of the ball. A missed opportunity to take the lead on that drive, and now Melvin Gordon is looking to make us pay. Melvin Gordon starting to heavily get involved in this game. In the second half, Gordon somehow escapes from the initial contact and gets a gain of 5, maybe 6 yards. Here's Gordon on the pitch. The Dolphins contain Gordon trying to use the jukebox, but there's nowhere to go. 3rd down and 4. You gotta think Rivers is passing. You gotta think he's looking for Keenan Allen. He's got the time. He's going to Allen. A dangerous pass, incomplete. Rivers continuing to throw these balls in traffic that, for the most part, have been more so working out for the Chargers than not. So it's not a bad gamble for Phillip, and there it's an incompletion, and the Chargers will have to rely on their defense and an on-fire Joey Bosa, and after that tackle, I believe an on-fire Derwin James. So for the 2nd game in a row, we're going against 2 defensive players, both with their X-Factor activated. Look at Bosa shredding through the line, Rosen running for his life and turning that game, or that play, into a positive. I don't know how. 3rd down and 9. Rosen with the time, going middle right at Derwin James. Not the smartest idea, and that will easily be an incomplete pass. Surprisingly, it wasn't intercepted, to be honest. A great punt by Hack, flipping the field position from the 21 to the 22 is where Rivers will start late in the 3rd quarter, rolling away from the pressure, and there's just nothing open. The coverage is stout considering the amount of time that Rivers has to throw on most of these plays. Besides that one, the back end of the coverage is doing their job. This will be the final play of the 3rd quarter here in Miami. Chargers up by 5. Major 3rd down and long for Rivers. Only a 3-man rush. He's going to Keenan Allen in traffic. And once again, Allen is soaring for these footballs. pretty much protecting Phillip Rivers from throwing the interception at the very least. It is incomplete though, and here come the Miami Dolphins on the march. Last time we were in this situation last week, we suffered a devastating fumble. Oh, nearly a devastating interception on the errant pass from Rosen as Bosa and Derwin both still in the zone. This is not helping. That's not going to be caught in the out route. It's third down and long for Rosen. Bosa picked up. We're going to Albert Wilson. A bit of a late throw from Rosen. Need that ball to come out quicker, and that's been a bit of an issue so far today. We just haven't gotten the ball out as quickly as we need to, and that's on me. That's on, the quarterback, as Melvin Gordon is shut down. I believe that was Minka Fitzpatrick forcing the tackle for loss. Second down and 11. Rivers rolling out the pocket. Oh, watch out! Intercepted by Bryce. Oh, no, that's Marcus Gilchrist, I believe. Marcus Gilchrist. What an interception nonetheless. And here we are in business, looking for the lead with a touchdown with a little over 8 minutes to go in the game. And Rosen keeping the ball, not a smart decision. It's going to count as a sack for Bosa. And now it's third down and 7 for Rosen with time. Oh, but Rosen is eventually taken down by Bosa. And once again, that's a play where we need to fire the ball to RB. And it's just a misread more than anything else. We can't expect much time from this Dolphins offensive line. They gave us just enough time to make the open read, and we just didn't make it. So we do settle for the field goal. It makes it a 2-point game with 7:09 left, and there's still a lot of time left in this game. A lot of chances to hopefully force the Chargers into a mistake where we've been basically riding our defense, kicking a lot of field goals and hoping the defense can get stop after stop. It's been working so far. We need to work one more time, but second down and 11, it's Mike Williams who got the early long touchdown to start the scoring for the Chargers. He gets the first down here, under 6 minutes to go now. Rivers with an open man, throwing on the run, and it's a dime to Hunter Henry over the head of Fitzpatrick, and Rivers was on the money as Melvin Gordon looking for the end zone. A touchdown here is huge because it makes it a 2-possession game. Gordon with the carry once again, looking to bounce it outside, and Melvin Gordon's got the touchdown, juking out Fitzpatrick and I believe Howard as well. The jukebox superstar ability definitely came in handy there for the Chargers, and now a 9-point lead is a 2-possession lead for the Chargers with about 4.5 minutes left in the game. So what do we score, a field goal or a touchdown? We need to score quickly, so we're going to have to go up-tempo offense from here. Unfortunately, Kenny and Drake with a nice juke move, but nowhere to go after that. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards. Second down and 12. Rosen with some rare time in the pocket and finding Allen Hurns, who gets out of bounds and gets the first down. A big gain for us. Wow, what a hurdle by Wusu, whatever the heck his name is. He just jumped over a running back in pass protection and got the sack. Next play, here's Wilson in open space and getting out of bounds, stiff-arming Derwin James to the 42-yard line. Rosen near a 300-yard passing performance, but not going to get it on this play. The Chargers have been devastating, mainly with a 3-man pass rush more than anything else. You wouldn't expect that. Once again, Bosa's in the zone, and Rosen is just fearing for his life. You have about 2 seconds to throw that ball, and then you're down when you're playing with this Dolphins offensive line. Third down and 10. That's intercepted by Thomas Davis, the longtime Panther, making a huge play for the Chargers when they needed it most. And that was an accidental pass. I tried to pump fake. That's why it was a law pass, and that's why it was intercepted. So, oh man, well, either way, I need to stop doing those pump fakes. They haven't really been working out too well for us, and yeah, we end up getting sacked. It's now third down and 12. We need this stop to keep our hopes alive, and we are going to get it on Melvin Gordon. That's the good news. The bad news is we're out of timeouts now. Since it is a 2-possession game, we're going to need an onside kick to get back into this game no matter when we score. As long as it's before the 2-minute warning, which if we return this punt for a touchdown would count. I don't even think if we return this punt for a touchdown, it would be before the 2-minute warning. And Kenny and Drake heals off a couple of seconds before finally being brought down to the 23-yard line. Bosa still on fire, and even though we are double teaming Joey Bosa every single play, it doesn't really matter. Bosa is just shredding double teams once again like a prime Aaron Donald. So out of the 2-minute warning, we just need to get a couple of completions, get the ball out of our hands before we injure Josh Rosen at this point. Try to get a first down and go from there. But it's third down and 15. Dire situation here for the Miami Dolphins. Here is Bosa now out of the zone. He is snuffed, and we hit Devontae Parker on the slant. Not a first down, but at least it's a completion. It unfortunately keeps the clock moving, but it does get us positive yards. Game on the line here. Fourth down and inches. Looking to pass is Rosen. Time ticking down. Looks like a run commit from the Chargers, and Devontae Parker's got the first down, but as he tried to turn upfield, the clock keeps moving. We did not get out of bounds. So now under a minute to go in the game. Rosen gets the Dolphins to the line. Going to the sweep to Balaj. And Balaj, this time we do get out of bounds. Rosen nearing 350 passing yards now. With a clean pocket going to Jasicki. And Jasicki gets down to 36-yard line. Rosen going to spike the ball here on first down and bring out the field goal unit. The smart play here. Kick the field goal. Go for the onside kick. And hope from there. The field goal is just good by Sanders. And now this is where you just pray to the Madden gods that you can convert an onside kick to keep the game alive. Here we go! Ball on the ground and recovered by the Miami Dolphins! Wow! This game is still alive for one play and only one more play. Desmond King with the interception, and now the big three formation for the Los Angeles Chargers. Madden give it, and then we just give it away. Just trying to get that ball out of bounds with no timeouts, and unfortunately King just makes a good play on the ball. And the Miami Dolphins, after starting the season off with 2 wins in a row, are now on an L2 heading to the bye week. Good game to my opponent, man. That was just a well-fought game. I wish we could have made a couple more plays. Like, we gave up a couple of big plays, something we haven't really done this season, and we did it twice. First on the double move by Mike Williams, and then on the big play by Melvin Gordon, which was mainly just a prayer that was just answered. Unfortunately, just couldn't make a play on the ball. And either way, we are fighting with this Miami Dolphins team, and this is a bit of a reality check. So what I'm going to show you guys for the rest of this video, first the stats from this game, and after this I'm going to show you guys the standings from each division in the league as we hit week 5. So all these stats you guys are about to see are from after the bye week, not after week 4. So it's going to be as current as it gets out here. But yeah, as far as our squad goes, this is a bit of a reality check the last 2 weeks. There's a reason why I was calling those first 2 games major upsets, and the game against the Patriots maybe the upset of the year, because playing with this Dolphins team, it's not easy. Trying to win games with this team, not easy at all. I'm trying to do all I can out here, but at the end of the day, we have to go long-term picture with this squad and remember that, you know, we're in this for the long haul. We're not in this to win the Super Bowl in season 1 in this online connected franchise. We're here to rebuild the Miami Dolphins and, you know, see what happens in season 2, 3, or 4, and, you know, just try to rebuild the worst team in NFL history. It's gonna be hard. I'm not sure what we can do with this team, but it's a challenge, and I enjoy the challenge, right? So as you guys go through these standings, there are 2 undefeated teams left in the league, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. As far as our division, we are still in the battle. No one has really grabbed control of the AFC South, so despite having a 2-2 record, we are still on top of the division standings with the New York Jets. There are some lopsided divisions, and then there's some that, you know, has some not so great teams. Like the NFC East might be the most stacked division in the league. 4-1 teams all around, along with a 3-2 Cowboys team, 3rd in their own division. And as we go to the NFC West, you see another division where you got the top team at 2-2, and everybody else with a losing record, including, I believe, the only team that hasn't won yet in the league, the Arizona Cardinals. So there's definitely good balance in this CFM. It's not like, you know, there's a couple of really good players that are going to dominate and, you know, a lot of bad players on the bottom end. It's a fun CFM so far to be a part of, and, you know, as you see, like, the stats aren't really, you know, too crazy or anything like that. So, you know, I'm definitely having fun with this thing so far, even though, you know, it's not fun playing with the Miami Dolphins. I'm not going to tell you guys I'm having fun all the time with the Dolphins. It can be a bit frustrating because, like, I told you guys at the start of this CFM, I want to win games with this team. I'm going to try to win games, but I'm also going to be realistic and know we're probably not going to make playoffs with this team. It's not to be expected to make playoffs with this team. And as we enter the bye week, we have a bit of a confusing picture up ahead. 2-2. We are on an L2, but we're also still in the battle for the division. So the next couple of games will really define what season 1 for this Dolphins team will be all about, whether we can click off a couple of wins, because we have some favorable games. I believe we played the Redskins out the bye, and then we played the Bills, which will be a big-time division game. So we'll see how those next 2 or 3 games shape out as you guys check out some of the division standings. You can see why the Bears are 5-0. They have Tariq Cohen, the leading rusher in the NFL, and the leading scoring running back in the NFL with 11 rushing touchdowns. So the Bears are definitely doing it, ground and pound, and relying on that defense as well. Jakeem Grant, even though he got hurt, is still 3rd in receiving in the NFL and going on a bye week as well. The leading receiver, yardage-wise, is surprisingly Philip Dorsett. Good news, by the way, Jakeem Grant is not hurt for multiple weeks. Jakeem Grant will be returning after the bye week, so that is great news for a Dolphins team that definitely needs Grant. We did a good job without Grant. It's just that, you know, I feel like, you know, for the second week in a row, it was a winnable game. It's just, you know, we needed to do a couple of things better, get the ball out a little bit quicker on some plays, and try to get touchdowns instead of field goals. Either way though, like, we're doing the job with the Dolphins, man. Like, all we can ask for is to compete, develop a couple of guys like Minkah Fitzpatrick, the first-round pick for the Dolphins this year, Wilkins, maybe Rosen. Check out the sacks. We definitely added to Joey Bosa's sacks. He's second, should be first, but Khalil Mack is not only gonna break Michael Strahan's record, he's gonna destroy Michael Strahan's all-time single-season sack record. Minkah Fitzpatrick tied for the league lead in interceptions. So Minkah is definitely having a potential Defensive Player of the Year campaign, or at least best defensive back campaign. I guess Khalil Mack's probably gonna win Defensive Player of the Year if he ends up with like 50 sacks. But I'll do it for this video. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are enjoying this online connected franchise so far as we try to rebuild the Miami Dolphins, subscribe for more Madden 20 gameplays, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching.